Want to double your veggie harvest without spending a fortune? Here are 10 simple tips anyone in the USA, Canada, or the UK can use. Stick around, because tip number 7 will surprise you. You don't need a huge plot or fancy tools, just a bit of intention and heart. We'll show you how to grow more food in less space, prevent common problems, and use low-cost hacks like raised beds and succession planting. These are practical, honest tips I've learned over the years to help you create a garden that's productive, beautiful, and manageable. Let's get started and build a garden that truly gives back. Is your garden getting enough sunlight? It's a question every gardener should ask before planting a single seed. The amount of sun your garden receives can make or break your harvest, and it's often the difference between a thriving patch and a disappointing one. Sunlight is the fuel that powers your plants, helping them grow strong, healthy, and productive. This is the foundation for everything else. Without the right spot, even the best soil and seeds can't reach their full potential. Think of sunlight as the secret ingredient that brings your garden to life. Most veggies, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sun daily. Some, like leafy greens, can tolerate a bit less, but for the biggest harvests and tastiest produce, aim for as much sun as possible. Before digging, spend a day observing your yard, morning, noon, and late afternoon. Notice how the sun moves and which areas get the most light throughout the day. It's easy to assume a spot is sunny, but shadows from trees, fences, or even your house can change things dramatically. Take notes or photos. Notice where the sun falls and where shadows linger. Mark down the hours of sunlight each area receives. This simple step helps you avoid disappointment later, when plants struggle in unexpected shade. You might find your ideal spot is shadier than you thought. Many gardeners are surprised to discover that what looks sunny at noon is actually shaded for much of the day. Careful observation now saves you time and effort later. Sunlight is the main ingredient for a thriving garden. It's what gives plants the energy to grow, flower, and produce fruit. Without it, even the most attentive care can't make up for a lack of light. Without enough, plants become weak and yields suffer. You'll notice spindly stems, fewer flowers, and smaller harvests. It's frustrating, but it's also preventable with a little planning. Find that sun-drenched patch and you'll set your garden up for success. Your plants will reward you with lush growth, vibrant colors, and delicious produce. This simple step saves you heartache and effort later. You'll spend less time troubleshooting and more time enjoying your garden's bounty. Once you've found your sunny spot, you're ready for the next step, preparing the soil and planning your layout. Remember, the right spot is the first and most important secret to gardening success. Once you've picked out the sunniest spot in your yard, it's time to turn your attention to the soil beneath your feet. Think of soil as the living, breathing heart of your garden. Everything your vegetables need to thrive starts here. Healthy soil is more than just dirt. It's a vibrant ecosystem teeming with life, from earthworms and beneficial microbes to organic matter that feeds your plants. Even the best seeds and the most careful watering can't make up for poor soil. If your soil is compacted, dry, or lacking nutrients, your plants will struggle to grow, and you'll see the results in weak, wilted seedlings and disappointing harvests. To give your veggies the best possible start, enrich your soil by adding plenty of organic matter. Compost, aged manure, and shredded leaves are all fantastic options. These materials break down over time, feeding the soil and creating a loose, crumbly texture that roots love. Amending your soil this way improves its structure. Sandy soils will hold on to water and nutrients better, while heavy clay soils will drain more freely, preventing waterlogged roots. Good soil structure also makes it easier for roots to spread out and access everything they need. Next, check your soil's pH with a simple test kit. Most vegetables prefer a pH close to neutral, around 6.5 to 7. If your soil is too acidic or too alkaline, your plants won't be able to absorb nutrients efficiently, no matter how much you fertilize. When the pH is off, you might notice yellowing leaves or stunted growth. These are signs your plants are struggling to get the nutrients they need from the soil. To keep your soil healthy year after year, make it a habit to add more organic matter each season. This not only boosts fertility, but also encourages beneficial organisms that help break down nutrients and keep your soil alive. Preparing your soil is like making a cozy, welcoming bed for your plants. The better the bed, the better your veggies will grow. When you invest in your soil, you'll see the rewards in lush, healthy plants with strong roots and vibrant leaves. Your vegetables will be more productive, more resilient, and tastier too. So don't rush this step. Take the time to nurture your soil, and your garden will thank you with a bountiful harvest. Protect your rich soil with mulch, a simple layer that does wonders. Mulch blocks weeds, conserves moisture, and keeps soil cool on hot days. Use shredded leaves, straw, wood chips, or untreated grass clippings. Mulch means less weeding and watering for you. As it breaks down, it feeds your soil even more. Spread mulch around your plants for a tidy, cared-for look. It's a small step with big rewards. Mulch protects, nourishes, and makes gardening easier. Don't underestimate this simple garden hack. Short on space or have poor soil? Build up with raised beds and try square-foot gardening. Raised beds let you control soil quality and make gardening easier on your back. They warm up faster in spring and drain well after rain. Square-foot gardening divides your bed into 1-foot squares. Plant different crops in each. It's efficient, organized, and maximizes every inch. You can fit more in less space and keep things neat. Raised beds plus square-foot grids make planning simple. It's smart design for a beautiful, productive garden. Perfect for small spaces or anyone wanting more harvest with less hassle. Want a steady harvest all season? Try succession planting. Sow small batches every few weeks. This keeps fresh veggies coming instead of one big glut. For fast crops like radishes, plant a new row every 2 weeks. As one batch finishes, the next is ready to pick. Add interplanting. Grow quick crops like lettuce between slow growers like tomatoes. Harvest the lettuce before the tomatoes need the space. Mix tall and short plants, or tuck herbs under veggies. Use space in 3 dimensions and over time. Succession and interplanting mean more food from the same space. It's a lush, productive way to garden. No yard? No problem. Container gardening lets anyone grow food. Use pots on balconies, patios, or sunny steps. Leafy greens, herbs, and even compact tomatoes or peppers thrive in containers. Choose bigger pots for bigger plants. Roots need room. Use quality potting mix, not heavy garden soil. Containers dry out fast, so water regularly. Move pots to chase the sun or create a green oasis. Container gardens are flexible and beautiful. Imagine picking fresh basil or cherry tomatoes right outside your door. Anyone can grow food with containers. All you need is a little space and the desire to grow. Summer heat waves can stress your garden, but you can plan ahead. Harvest cool weather crops like lettuce and spinach before the hottest days. Replant those spots with heat-loving veggies. For tomatoes and peppers, protect from afternoon sun with shade cloth or umbrellas. Water deeply and early in the morning to help roots absorb moisture. Mulch keeps soil cool and moist, your best friend in a heat wave. Watch your plants and adjust as needed. Don't worry if you see some stress. It's normal. With a little care, your garden will keep producing through the heat. Plan ahead and your harvest won't miss a beat. You don't need to spend big to build a great garden. Make raised beds from inexpensive wood, cinder blocks, or even logs. DIY trellises from bamboo and twine support vining crops and add rustic charm. Mix your own soil: 1/3 compost, 1/3 peat moss or coco coir, 1/3 perlite or vermiculite. Homemade soil is cheaper and you control the quality. These simple projects make your garden unique. There's pride in building it yourself. Gardening on a budget sparks creativity. Use what you have and make it beautiful. Your garden story is written with your own hands. Keep your garden healthy with natural pest control and crop rotation. Rotate crops. Don't plant the same family in the same spot each year. This breaks pest and disease cycles. Companion planting helps too. Marigolds deter pests. Nasturtiums attract aphids away from veggies. Choose disease-resistant seed varieties for extra protection. Mix flowers and herbs with veggies to attract beneficial insects. A diverse garden is a resilient garden. Focus on gentle, organic strategies for balance. Let nature help keep your garden thriving. As the gardening year draws to a close, a thorough fall cleanup becomes your final act of care, a thoughtful gift you give to your future self and your garden. This is the time to set the stage for next year's success, ensuring your soil, beds, and plants are ready to thrive when spring returns. Start by removing all spent plants, especially those that show signs of disease or pest damage. Clearing out these remnants helps prevent the spread of problems into the next season, breaking the cycle of pests and pathogens that can overwinter in plant debris. Healthy plant material can be added to your compost pile, where it will break down and return valuable nutrients to your garden. Avoid composting diseased plants or those infested with pests. Dispose of them separately to keep your compost clean and safe. Once your beds are cleared, spread a generous layer of finished compost or well-rotted manure over the soil. This not only feeds the earth but also improves its structure, helping it retain moisture and nutrients through the winter months. Consider planting a cover crop, such as clover or rye, in your empty beds. These living mulches protect the soil from erosion, suppress weeds, and add organic matter when they're turned under in spring. The roots of cover crops hold the soil in place, preventing valuable topsoil from washing away during winter rains. When you till them in next season, they'll enrich your soil with nutrients and organic matter, setting the stage for robust plant growth. This simple preparation leads to healthier, more fertile soil and helps keep weeds at bay, making your spring planting easier and more productive. A well-tended fall garden is a peaceful sight, a sign of a season well spent and a promise of abundance to come. Fall cleanup truly closes the loop on your garden story, giving you a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. Take a moment to reflect on your harvest, jot down notes about what worked and what didn't, and let yourself dream about new possibilities for next year's garden. With a little care and attention now, you're investing in a healthier, more productive garden next season, one that will reward you with beauty, bounty, and joy. And there you have it, 10 simple ways to help your garden thrive. Rich soil, smart design, and planning are your veggies' best friends. It's about connection, not perfection. Enjoy the process and the harvest. Your garden is a story, and you're the author. Download your free 10-step veggie garden planner. Link in the description. Subscribe for more garden hacks every week. Your garden and your table will thank you.